Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing RITH Liberated Primeval. It's going to be a standard best of one list with average converted mana cost 2.9. It's going to have 14 creatures, 21 non-creatures, and 25 lands. Now, I'm still using my my patron and my good supporters account, Jay Patel, so thank you for that. Thank you for always providing me with whatever I needed. It's good so far, right? Because, he just has the whole collection, right? So we're putting this to an advantage here, and we're trying to display some cards, some new mechanics, and go from there, right? So RITH, Liberated Primeval, flying, War 2, 5 mana for 5 Naya colors. For a 5/5, it says other dragons you control have War 2, and it says at the beginning of your end step, if a creature or a planeswalker an opponent controlled was dealt excess damage this turn, create a 4/4 dragon creature token with flying. So any dragon that you have on the battlefield is going to have War 2 if RITH is on the battlefield. And if you deal excess damage of any kind, it doesn't have to be combat damage, you at the end step you get to make a dragon, right? So very good effects, very good card. I love the card, and I love what we've made with this list. So Naya colors, we're mainly playing a lot of red here, splashing for green and splashing for white, obviously here, and we have something here, right? So let's get right into it. Flame Blessed Bolt, right? It's to battle mono black, mainly here for mono black, and I do like the fact that it exiles, so this card's prime target is the underdog. Lightning Strike, just removal, right? If we deal something, if we deal damage to like a 2 loyalty planeswalker or like a 2 toughness creature, that's excess damage, so we get to actually make a dragon at the end step. Llanowar Loam Speaker, first time trying this card, performed amazingly well in my opinion. I do like the fact that it's not really a dead draw in the late game, because you can at least make 3/3 with hasters every turn, and that's what makes the card good, right? It's not like your conventional 2 mana ramp creature where you draw it in the late game and it's almost a dead draw because you already have a lot of mana, right? No, you draw this card, you can make something happen with it. 2 Reknor Bankbuster for the draw and for the extra value, since we're going to have a lot of 4/4s and up. We can crew this. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, pretty straightforward, not here to like copy anything. Well, I mean, we can copy the red dragon off of this, we can copy the red dragon off of this, but it's the fact that it's just such a good card, right? It ramps as well, so that's pretty good, and also refreshes your hand, a lot of things, right? Heirloom Battle Hymn, deals 4 damage, and we gain 4 life when we kick this, and we have the mana to kick this, so this can deal excess damage as well, and it contributes to our RITH here, and yeah, it just plays very well with the list. Rending Flame here, it might be a weird choice, but for me, I picked Rending Flame mainly because of Shieldred. That's the only card within the red colors that can battle Shieldred. Now, you can play Wandering Emperor and like exile a tapped Shieldred, or you can play like a big March of Otherworldly Light or a board wipe or anything like that, but that's not the strategy that we're utilizing. This is not going to deal excess damage to Shieldred, but it's going to remove Shieldred, and for 3 mana, I guess, you know, in my opinion, it's better than like a 5 mana March, right? So very good here. That's my tech card of choice against Shieldred. Also, it's pretty good against Spirits because it deals damage to, you know, the permanence controller. Also, this is a good card to deal excess damage because it deals 5 damage, and there aren't really a lot of things that have 5 toughness or like 5 loyalty, you know, so pretty good. We're also playing Atsushi, the Blazing Sky. It's a dragon, it's gonna have War 2. When it dies, it can provide us with mana or card advantage. We're also playing Elder Dragon War. I love this card. I think this card is just so much fun. I think it's so good, and the fact that like these new sagas have read ahead is just insane. You can pick exactly what you need out of a saga, so it's just a better card, right? It's a better saga than a lot of other things. I do like the fact that it deals 2 damage. We can deal excess damage through it if it dealt 2 damage to like a 1 toughness thing or a 1 loyalty planeswalker, so it's pretty good. We also get to make a dragon at the end of it, so it's like you can cast this for 4 to get a 4/4 dragon. That you can do that. You can cast this for 4 to refresh your hand. You can cast this for 4 to wipe the board if it's appropriate, right? And I do like the fact that it plays well with the Llanowar Loam Speaker, since the Loam Speaker has 3 toughness, so it dodges the board wipe chapter of the saga. So very, very good. We're also playing Cura, the Boundless Sky. It's a dragon. It has flying, death touch. It's a 4/4. You know, when it dies, we can search our library for mana, but we never really opt to do that. When it dies, we just replace it with a creature, and that's always like an effect that I admired about creatures. Is like whenever a creature has like an effect where when it gets removed it gets to replace itself in a way. I love that creature because you get to keep presenting that board presence in a way. So very good. Also, the creature that we make is depending on how many lands we have, which is pretty good, right? Like how big it is. And RITH, obviously the ace card of the list. I've been loving this list. I really do. It's so much fun, right? I guess dragons are still a thing in standard. And then we're finishing it off with Shivan Devastator. This can be anything. This can be a 2-mana play, 3-mana play, 4, 5, 6, whatever you like it to be. Also, it's going to have Ward too. And I like the fact that it has haste because a lot of times when you're playing against Wandering Emperor or a Liliana, and then the Liliana minus, and you were forced to sacrifice something, you can just cast this and just pick off those low loyalty planeswalkers. So that's very good. That's why I like the card. And also the fact that it's a dragon, that it has Ward 2, that it has flying, that it can be as big as possible is also very good. So it can combo very well with Cura. You basically can get lands with Cura. You play an extra land, which gives this extra power. So pretty decent nonetheless. Within the mana base, we're playing Jetmir's Garden, we're playing Thram Portal, we're only playing one Sundown Pass and Overgrown Farmland, since we're splashing for white basically over here and over here. And we're also playing, we're really heavy on green and red colors because we do need green on turn 2, and we do need a lot of red. 2 red here, 2 red here, 2 green here, you know what I mean. And then we're also playing Iganjo because Iganjo can deal excess damage as well. If it deals damage to something that has 3 toughness, or something that has 2 toughness, that's excess damage, and that can actually enable Rith's ability. So we're one Iganjo, one Sokenzan, it's whatever, right? One Beseju is the best one, and then some basic lands here. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the list. That's my idea behind RITH. I think RITH is a very good commander when it comes to Brawl. I think that's a very, very good commander, and I'll be looking forward to making a commander list that revolves around RITH. But for now, that's the list for standard. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, or if you aren't, but if you've been enjoying the videos, please subscribe to the channel. It'll help me out greatly. And yeah, check out the links in the description, become a patron, join the channel, support the channel in any way. Everything is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later with another video. Okay, bye. All right, Fables, Shivan Devastator, we have good lands. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Play that tapped. We have RITH in hand as well, which is very good. Okay. Opponent is leading with a tap land as well. Okay, we can wait. I mean, we did go first, so we can definitely wait. Giada. Yikes. No removal in hand? Yikes. Alright. This is going to be green. That's just a lot of portals, huh? Hopefully no angel this turn. That's what I'm hoping for. So we can just Elder Dragon War comfortably. Since we don't have removal in hand, this can be pretty annoying. But I'm planning to play this next turn anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what they try to do. Hopefully no 4/4 angel. That becomes a 5/5. Alright. Sure. They might want to kill the shaman here, yeah. Alright. We're gonna have to discard some things here. I'm gonna discard the other Fable here, I think. Fortunately. And maybe the Devastator here, but you know what? No. Iganjo's a pretty good one. Let's see what they want to do. Alright. Nice. Sure. Okay. Okay. Pretty decent so far. They're playing Esper Angels with Raffine. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna discard the lone speaker here. Arya is pretty good, I guess. Not against the Raffine, but we are gonna slam this though. Cut down, that's fine. They can no longer deal with RITH, which is very good for us. Next turn we are making a dragon as well. And casting the Shivan Devastator. So next turn we have a pretty decent turn. An opponent controlled was dealt excess damage this turn of any kind. So that's pretty good. Alright, wedding announcement. Sure. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's just go for it. They're down to 7. Everything has ward 2, which is pretty good. Hopefully no board wipe. We're gonna have to use Iganjo on like one of these humans here. Yeah, but ward is a problem, isn't it? GG's. They need a land. That's what they need. They desperately need a land here. Yeah, slamming the Emperor like that was a big mistake. Ward is just so good, especially when it's like relatively early to mid game like this. Like this isn't really late game, it's almost about to be, but it's just the fact that they have to pay 2 mana. Sometimes it's just so specific, you know? Like they don't have a plethora of mana. Yeah, GG's. That went super well. Alright, 3 lands in hand with a ramp spell, a devastator, and a board wipe, I guess. Small board wipe. But yeah, we are gonna take this. Okay. We can cast this on turn 4, which is pretty good. That's exactly why we play Flame Blessed Bolt anyway. No value for you, opponent, please. I'm gonna play the lone speaker here, try to ramp. Yeah, but if they slam down a Raffine here, that's pretty bad for us. Yeah, they're highlighting, I mean, another underdog, expected. Lightning Strike is a pretty good one here. Okay, so what do? How do we make it as mana efficient as possible? I mean, we can cast this for 3, but do we really want to? I think honestly we just go for the Fable here. We need another Bolt, which we have 4 of in the list, which is pretty decent, I guess. We are going to try to play Cura. You know, hopefully we can top deck a land. That'd be something.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things. I've always hated crowds.
Yeah. Please draw a land. Man, another untapped land. I mean, another tapped land. That's pretty bad. Okay.
I'll be back with friends.
Annoying.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming. This is what you get for hurting my people.
It's so nice that it has haste.
Back to wandering.
Okay. And we have things going on here. Like, I'm not worried at the slightest, actually. We can copy this, but it dies. I think the copy dies because we're not paying X, right? So, what we can do is just play the lone speaker. We can make a copy of the lone speaker, but it's not going to give us mana. We can make copies of the lone speaker at the end step, which is good. Rite of Oblivion on the reflection. Okay. Well. Not like it really matters, to be honest. But at least we can block the underdog with it. Sarah Paragon. Okay, they get Liliana back, which is scary. Okay, they do have Rite of Oblivion on the Cura. Yeah. Sure. Another underdog that we are going to exile. Okay. I'm gonna play Liliana here. This has been challenging so far. Another wedding announcement.
When I win, you're telling me what you know. Drop it.
Okay, Rending Flame is a good one here. Okay.
You're gonna need a good undertaker.
I mean, that's the most efficient play that I can see. Restoration of Iganjo, sure. I'm so thankful for the bolts. That's something. Yeah, play a land, uptick the Liliana here, but we are gonna kill Liliana anyway, I think.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Nice, what a draw.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Okay. They can discard and get something back, but it's just going to be a land here. Yeah, all they can do for now is just pass. We need a RITH off the top, I think. I'm gonna keep this. Submit 0. Because this is going to flip and we're gonna have to deal with it one way or the other. Or another Sarah Paragon at least. It's a 5/6, so that's annoying. Nice. Okay. Yikes, that's a mill. We got Sarah Paragon back. But they need to exile at Sushi here. Yep. Sure. Man, I wish we had one more mana here. It's really annoying that we don't. Can we raise? What can they get back? They can get back an Emperor. No. It's 3 or less, so they can get back a Hearse or a Meat Hook Massacre. They play this for 4. Yeah. That's a spirit, isn't it? Yeah. So, we're close to dying here, but we can make a play with the Rending Flame here. They get Sarah Paragon, okay. All we need is to deal 2 more damage. What did they play here? They go for the Hearse, which is interesting. What can they have in hand? Hopefully nothing significant here. Sure. Okay. Another Rending Flame. Okay, that's game, right? Maybe a Wandering Emperor? And that's game. GG's. Wow. What a play. Nice. Alright. 2 lands. We have a Lone Speaker and we have a ton of 3-drops. Or a possible 3-drop within the Devastator here. So I guess we'll keep this. It's very possible for us to draw a 3rd land. It's very possible for us to draw a 4-mana play. So we can keep a hand like this, I believe. If the Lone Speaker gets removed and we don't draw any lands, that's basically a death sentence. But besides that, I think this is a fairly decent hand. I mean, we can still play this in a way. Alright, opponent took a mulligan. They finally played. That's a miracle. Yep, we have 1 more chance to draw a land. Or 2 more chances at least. Yeah, a one mana play on turn 1 when you're on the play is just unforgiving, right? It just puts you way ahead instantly. This opponent is just going to absolutely make us suffer. Yeah. Man, hurry up, please. Oh my god. We drew a land. That's promising. Next turn we have Elder Dragon War, so that's pretty good. And that's if the Lone Speaker survives, but if they're playing mono white, then it's very hard for them to remove that, unless they're playing like a March or something. Yeah, they can literally hit a land and cast a March on the Lone Speaker if that's the case, but... And I do like the fact that our Lone Speaker dodges the Elder Dragon War in a way. They're highlighting the card. I'm not gonna block. That's a bait. We can take the damage here. We don't want to risk losing our Lone Speaker if they don't have removal in hand. If it's just a combat trick, then might as well not block. We can afford to lose some life, but the greater good is the Elder Dragon War. And we absolutely need the Lone Speaker to survive, or hope to at least, so we can, you know, cast this card. Okay, opponent. What's the play now that I haven't blocked? Yikes. We're gonna go for this anyway. I think we can afford to take 3 damage. We have Rending Flame, so that'll get rid of Adeline pretty comfortably. We also have the Battle Hymn here, so it's pretty good. But we can wait. We can gain some life with this, that's for sure. But we do need more lands. We do need more lands. And they played this post-combat because they wanted to bait us to block here. I mean, Thalia makes things worse, sure, but we can still do something here. Next turn we discard, so I'm wondering what to discard. Maybe the Flameless Bolt, because I really don't want to discard any of these, especially my creatures against Thalia. So maybe the Bolt, maybe the Rending Flame. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not going to play anything bigger than an Adeline here. Maybe that 5 mana Phyrexian creature, but they're far away from it anyway. You're really thinking about attacking or not, opponent? Maybe they're having connectivity issues. Thank God. Alright, do I keep the removal in hand? I mean, I absolutely have to. I'm gonna discard the portal here. We are losing too much life. Yeah, my hope was to draw something better here. If we play the Battleheim or him or whatever, we still have to deal with Thalia and this. I mean, we're gonna have to deal with Adeline anyway, but what if we play this? This has Death Touch, it stops them from attacking. We also get to make a creature when it dies. Yeah, but we won't be holding up our Flame Blessed Bolt. I think this is the play anyway. It's the most mana efficient anyway. I'd be down to trade with the Adeline here. That allows me to save up my removal for something else. Plus, we're going to be making a dragon next turn anyway, so that's pretty good. But now if they have a Wandering Emperor, that puts us in a terrible spot here, but we still have some form of board presence. Yeah, but it seems like they're just going to keep roping until they actually lose the game, because they're not making any plays. Okay. If they attack That's very suspicious. I think we do take the damage from Adeline if they attack us with Adeline. And we block one of these humans. We are going to take a lot of damage, but... Okay, yeah, they're just getting forced into their attack phase. Really? Okay. What if they have that white card that buffs the entire team? This becomes a 6/6. And these become... Yeah, we lose the game. So I'm gonna have to block Adeline, actually. Yeah, that's the safest bet, because if these become 2/2s, at least we don't lose. But if we don't block Adeline and they do have that spell, we do lose the game. So this attack is just really worrying me, and it's forcing me to making this play. It's a new card, it's a 4-mana card that buffs the entire team, and it usually is, it has a Boros kicker as well. Not Boros, like a red mana kicker, but they don't have red mana, they can just buff the entire team. It's just a Valor stance. That's terrible. Well, okay. Alright, do we finally get to equalize? We deal 2 to this, we deal 3 to this. Yeah, I think that's the most optimal play. Okay, that puts them in a pretty terrible spot here. So yeah, I'm gonna attack with this. Let's try to turn this around. They actually just had a Valor stance. That's pretty funny. The problem with this deck is the removal, right? Like it's expensive removal. 3 mana removal is usually really expensive, and it's almost unplayable in a way. But the problem is that you don't have better options in standard. Yeah, they take the dragon here. Okay. So far they've had answers to a lot of things here, but I'm wondering why they didn't use their Valor stance to remove something, actually. Could have removed our Cura and just attacked with the Adeline. Like, it makes no sense. One, two, three, and then we'll be left with 2 mana. We need a land off the top desperately, actually, so that we can make 2 3-mana plays. But at the same time, like, it's such a pain to cast this without gaining life. And maybe that's what we should do anyway. Okay, opponent. That's funny. Alright. Okay. Yep, the roping. I already knew that this opponent was going to make us suffer. I already knew that. Oh, man. Come on, friend. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Interesting. Yeah, we still have a lot of removal in the deck, so not really worried. Yep, I'm slamming, literally slamming RITH here. So even if they have another Brutal Cathar, they won't be able to target the RITH here because, well, unless they hit a land drop, of course, they will be, but they did hit a land drop here. Okay. They can actually kill it with a Valorous stance as well, which is pretty annoying, but I don't understand how they're going to win the game. I really don't. Bankbuster, okay. That's pretty good. That's why they play Hot Shot Mechanic. Just draw some cards and pass your turn, opponent. Or draw a card. He drew a 1-mana play, of course. Why wouldn't they? I'm just gonna try to have patience here because, I mean, what else can we do? It's part of the game, it's part of the game, sure. Sure. Oh my god, come on, bro. Like, what else is left for you to do? Oh my goodness. Man, the Bankbuster tapped holding priority like that is just insane. That's insane. It should never hold priority while being tapped like that. Why would you want to accrue it if it's tapped? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Okay. Here we go. Let's wait 30 more minutes. Finally. Oh my god. Alright, we are going first. Sure, I'll keep this. A lot of lands. But we have, you know, 2 dragons and a Rending Flame, I guess. It would be significantly worse for us if they had a turn 1 play. Yeah, let's play this. We don't have a way to deal with the Anvil, which is very unfortunate. Okay, that's a draw. The shock lands are especially bad against Anvil because they utilize a ton of drain, right? That's how they win, mainly. Yep. There's nothing for us to discard here. Gonna slam the RITH here. Okay. Let's see. Elder Dragon War should be good against their deck. Smelter is fine. I have to pay 1 mana for the smelter. Okay, we'll see what they do. Alright, that's pretty good. They're not attacking. That's really good. Let's attack ourselves. See what happens. Man, we're going over the top. At least that's something for us, right? Elder Dragon War should be decent for us here. It wipes their entire board and ours, but that's fine. Yeah, they have to interact now. That's pretty good. Yep. Stuff was dealt excess damage, so we make a dragon. Synthesizer. Yeah. Okay. Epic here. Sure. We have the upper hand by a mile here. They're not hitting lands, so they're away from Meat Hook. Another smelter. Sure. Another Elder Dragon War. Okay. GG's. That was good. Nice. That was really good.